Hello and welcome to WMLT News. I'm Samuel Wright.
And I'm Richard Babbage. This Labor Day weekend has seen a major increase in deadly wrecks in Fayette County, West Virginia. While the holiday weekend typically deals with a rise in death toll due to the increase in travel, the first of the accidents occurred on Saturday night near Mossy on Route 612 and claimed the lives of 3 Scarborough residents. Monday morning claimed the life of a Fairmont resident on Route 19 in Oak Hill. And the Monday afternoon crash on Route 60 near Hyco claimed 2 lives and sent 1 to the hospital. Fayette County deputies have attributed all 3 of the wrecks to either excessive speed, alcohol use, or an unfortunate combination of both.
A doctor from Texas has been sentenced to 71 months in prison in Logan County. The Charleston Gazette reports that the 47-year-old Fernando Gonzalez Ramos pleaded guilty last April to 1 count of conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance. The doctor was charged with running from Texas to Logan County every 3 months as part of a pill mill. The building that Gonzalez Ramos took the pills to had no running water, an exam table, and other medical equipment. Prosecutors say that he directed an associate to make cash deposits into his personal bank account.
Concord University hosted a blood drive event last week. Blood drives are strictly voluntary and are noted to be safe and sterile. Many students and local community members from Mercer County donated here on campus. The American Red Cross says the majority of people donate blood because they want to help others. 1 donation could save 3 lives around the world, so people feel as if they are contributing. Close to 80% of the blood donations given to the Red Cross are collected at mobile blood drives set up at community organizations like Concord and other places like high schools or military installations. The American Red Cross supplies around 40% of the nation's blood supply.
Mercer County Animal Control has shut down the Princeton, West Virginia located Jungle Lagoon pet store. After numerous reports of adopted animals becoming sick or dying, the Mercer County Animal Control Office executed a search warrant. Animals from the store were turned over to the Mercer County Animal Shelter. Individuals who adopted pets from the store are urged to contact the Mercer County Animal Shelter.
President Obama has decided to ask Congress for authorization of military action against Syria from Congress. The announcement came as a surprise to some, as many presidents in the past have gone ahead and went through with action without approval. The Syrian government has been accused by the United States of using chemical weapons to kill thousands of its people in its ongoing civil war. While the United Nations has not officially agreed on a resolution, and may not for 3 weeks, many countries have gone ahead and released plans of action. The United Kingdom legislator rejected a possibility of helping the U.S. in the cause, while Russia is currently against any involvement from outside sources. Congress is expected to vote on Monday whether or not military intervention will be allowed.
Former actor Lee Thompson-Young was found dead due to a fatal self-inflicted gunshot in his Los Angeles apartment during the filming of an episode of Rizzolian Isles. No suicide note was left by Young, thus leaving no connections to a suicide. There was also no evident connections through his diary and personal computer. However, his family did make an assumption that he was showing signs of depression. Young was well renowned for his beginning roles in Disney movies and TV series Johnny Tsunami and The Famous Jet Jackson at the turn of the 21st century. His cinema prestige was also noted after his stardom on Disney Channel by his roles such as Chris Comer in the 2004 high school football drama Friday Night Lights and Devin Anderson in Akeelah and the Bee in 2006. Lee Thompson-Young, a graduate of cinematic arts from the University of Southern California, was 29 when he took his life on August 19, 2013.
Many changes have recently come to Concord's campus regarding the way leftover loan money is distributed to the students. Some returning students faced a delay in receiving their check change this fall. Concord Student ID also serves as a prepaid debit card for those who opt in for the service. Those who do are able to receive their student loan check change, a student's loan's remaining balance, earlier than students who prefer a paper check. Concord University Business Manager Vicki Blankenship says the delay for paper checks was created in order to encourage students to sign up to have balances electronically transferred to their one card, which is the only option available. Transferring the money to another private account is possible, though Concord currently has no plans to offer that service. Blankenship also said usage of the one card was for the student's convenience, and it reduces congestion at the business office window. though some students still report having technical problems with the card. Delaying the release of the check change even longer is being discussed in order to ensure students are actually attending school. For students who depend on using their check change to buy books, the business office is currently working with Follett, the company that manages the bookstore, to allow them to deduct the sale from the loan balance before it is distributed to the student. They hope to begin testing this feature in October.
The Fine Arts Center is seeing some changes to update its safety and accessibility quotas. This includes a new sprinkler system and repairs to the air conditioning, which will create a safer working area for the students and especially the artists that handle more dangerous equipment such as ovens. A new handicap-friendly elevator is also being installed, which is estimated to be completed no later than January. According to Rick Dillon, this should allow the Fine Arts building to be a safer and all-around better learning environment for every student on campus.
New changes also include a new restaurant on campus. This is one area of on-campus change in particular that has many students curious and some frustrated. This is the new Subway Sides restaurant, Wingspan, that was formerly south of Sicily and Grillworks, now makes up this restaurant, which has a menu featuring the best-selling items of the two prior restaurants as well as some new items. It also features a sports bar look to it, complete with root beer taps. Some students, though, are not happy with the menu and the loss of south of Sicily. Yet, according to Rick Dillon, the menu will be subject to change. He also says the Student Government Association pushed for this renovation, and some representatives also wanted alcohol to be served there. Further legislation on this is pending.
Students at Concord University who see the newly refurbished library steps are looking upon one of several changes to the campus. The library is one of the most notable examples, with many renovations and improvements already complete. According to Rick Dillon, Vice President of Administration, the library's fire safety system received an upgrade over the summer. The archives were also moved to the basement to create a study space for students on the second floor. The greatest change is the installation of a new air conditioning and humidity control system, something that students, especially summer schoolers, are welcoming with open arms. This is set to be finished within the coming months.
Stay tuned for more news after this break.
Welcome back to MLT News. Here with this week's entertainment news is Amber Dunn.
After much hype and speculation, American Idol has officially confirmed the judges for the upcoming 13th season. Keith Urban and Jennifer Lopez will be returning, and they will welcome newcomer Idol mentor Harry Connick Jr. to the judges panel. The change in judges is not the only shakeup for the show. Idol also received a change behind the scenes, with longtime executive producers Nigel Lithgow and Ken Warwick leaving the show. Announced on Tuesday, the popular television show True Blood will be ending its run in 2014 after the 7th season finale. Mark Lombardo, head of programming at HBO, said, quote, "True Blood has been nothing short of a defining show for HBO. Current showrunner Brian Buckner promised that the show will wrap with, quote, heart, imagination, and of course fun." That's all for this week in entertainment. Back to you at the desk.
And now with all the news from the Campus Beautiful, here's Jared Klein.
Welcome to Concord Minute. I'm Jared Klein. Concord University has been named one of the best schools in the Southeast by the Princeton Review. The rating explored categories such as academics, admissions, selectivity, financial aid, fire safety, and quality of life. A total of 12 states were included in the Southeast Review, and 614 colleges were included in the entire list. The university also welcomed some new faculty this fall semester. Miss Annette Britchford has come as a lecturer in English, Miss Eva Leon, a lecturer in geology, Dr. Laura Parker, an assistant professor of social work, and Dr. Catherine Tucker, an assistant professor of special education. WMLT also welcomes a new professor, Mr. David Burnside, a former student at the university and member of the WMLT staff. Finally, incoming freshmen can attend Fall Discover Days at Concord. Here they can find out more about the campus beautiful and about the different programs offered here. Fall Discover Days will run from September to November. A full list of dates can be found at concord.edu. That's it for Concord Minute. Now back to you all at the desk.
And with the last of our weekly segments, tonight is Cassidy Carroll with sports.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Carroll with sports. In a game that could be considered the best of the year already early in this college football season, the Clemson Tigers defeated the Georgia Bulldogs 38-35 last Saturday night. With this win against the SEC powerhouse, the Clemson Tigers move up the charts to 4th, and the Bulldogs drop all the way back to 11th. Moving from the ACC onto the Big Ten, the Mountaineers gave folks a scare throughout the first half Saturday afternoon. William & Mary led 17-7 at the first half, but this would not last as the Mountaineers escaped with the win against the Tribe of William & Mary, 24-17. Moving from the turf to the courts, the U.S. Open tennis commenced this past week. Some big names still in the mix are Rafael Nadal, Serena Williams, Victoria Azarenka, and Novak Djokovic. But upsets have been at a high already, as the 17-time Grand Slam winner Roger Federer loses just before the quarterfinals. On the women's side, Maria Sharapova dropped out of the competition due to a shoulder injury. That's it for sports and this week, and back to you at the desk.
Local artists are finding an outlet for creativity. The Riff Raff Arts Collective, located on Mercer Street in Princeton, has an open stage night every Monday beginning at 7. Lori McKinney, director of the Riff Raff Arts Collective, says the Riff Raff's open stage night is relaxed compared to other venues. It is complete with couches and recliners instead of wooden chairs and doesn't offer alcohol, so it stays appropriate for all ages. The Riff Raff also offers sound recording for local artists that wish to have an audio mixdown of their performance. Musicians performing a turn-of-the-century ballroom that has been renovated into a theater. In addition to live music, the Riff Raff also offers food, a recording studio, and an art gallery. McKinney says the main goal of the Riff Raff Arts Collective is to bring artists together and inspire creativity.
In Charleston, the Quilts of Valor held a ceremony for veterans to celebrate their service. The ceremony took place on Tuesday upon a warship, the USS LST 325. The foundation gave veterans that attended the ceremony handcrafted quilts. The foundation has awarded over 80,000 handmade quilts to veterans since its founding. One of the veterans in attendance, Mark Wyatt, said he appreciated the effort and time put into the quilt he received.
That's it for this week on WMLT News. I'm Samuel Wright.
And I'm Richard Babbage. Make sure to tune in again in 2 weeks.